Okay, I think I'm ready to go. Can everybody see this slides and pointer okay? Thumbs up if it's okay. Thank you. So during the presentation, I won't be able to hear people's voice, unfortunately, but if you have any question, you can wave at me or thumbs up, and I'd be able to see it. Then I can switch to this headphone so I can hear you. But for the rest of the time, I avoid using this headphone because I'd hear echoes of my voice otherwise. Okay, here we go. Are we cool? Okay, thank you. So, hello everyone. Today I'd like to present a very simple piece, much more simple than Chopin's piece. As you can see, it's only 3 lines of melody. And it's from the Baroque period, and how I think, I'm gonna talk about how I think it can be a metaphor for a specific feature we see in our genome. And during my presentation, you're welcome to guess what this feature is and post it under the chat channel, and I will reveal the answer in the end. And to make my point, I'll be switching between verbal explanations of the music score and playing the video clips of myself or from YouTube. So first thing first, here's the music score written by Johann Sebastian Bach, and it's called the Crab Canon. I wasn't sure about the population, the audience, and so I meant to say for the sake of time, I won't go into what a canon is, but I'm happy to discuss after the presentation. And I'm just gonna ramble about this piece, presuming we have no knowledge about canon or an 8-legged crab. So here you are looking at a piece that Bach wrote about 250 years ago. It looks like a simple 3 lines of melody, except there's one extraordinary feature. Okay. Here. A mirror image of the clef and key signature at the end of the piece, as compared to this one. By that, Bach is telling musicians 2 things. First, this piece can be played both forward and backward. Now, how many of you have tried playing your favorite music record backward? Well, if you haven't, we can take a look at this famous experiment people have already done to the song called Stairway to Heaven by the English rock band Led Zeppelin. And before I play it, I want to say if you pay close attention to the lyrics here, you'd notice playing the forward tune backward can make a heaven to hell difference, literally. If there's a sun in your hedgerow, don't be alone. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Kids in the rock music. So that's the reverse of Stairway to Heaven, which fascinates a lot of people who want to extract meanings out of it. But how will it sound like if I play the Crab Canon backward? You will see it in a moment, but before that, there's the second message encoded in this symbol, which is also the most fascinating feature of this piece. So basically, this message is saying one should play the forward and backward tune simultaneously. Now imagine playing the Stairway to Heaven and its reversed track simultaneously. You can try it out yourself. I tried it and it truly didn't make much sense to me. But what about doing the same thing to the crop canon? And that's what we're gonna find out now. So here, can everyone hear me right now? Okay. Okay, great, thank you. So here on the slide, I'm producing the reverse melody in 3 steps. So the first one is I generate the mirror image of the original melody. And then I cut the mirrored melody along 3 lines. Finally, I rearrange these lines in a reversed order. And so now I have my forward and reverse music score. And I'm ready to play the forward tune at the top. And you will see me play in this video on the right. Can you see it? On the right here. Yep. And to make it easier for you to keep track and see, I annotated each note with the corresponding laptop keyboard letters shown in red. And shown in these red letters, this way you will see that I'm playing the right key. And I will also use this software Audacity, which is shown here, to record the melody to assist my downstream presentation. And in a moment when I play the video, I'll use my pointer here that's jumping in the slide to point at the letter that I'm playing the video. Is that cool? Cool. Okay, now I start the video. So that was the forward tune, and what you are about to see next in the video is me playing the reversed tune. So, you've just heard the reverse tune. Certainly, it doesn't sound like hell, does it? And next, in this last and most important step, using Audacity, I will combine the forward and reverse recordings together to simulate a scenario where I play the two tunes simultaneously. You may have wondered why I used a metronome. I did that so I can use the beats as a reference to ensure I match the beginning of the forward and reverse tune precisely. And by the way, for this next track, you might want to crank up the volume as much as you can in order to hear, just based on my experience. So here we go. So, what do you guys think? I'm unsure how the sound quality is at the receiving ends, but if you were to play this on a piano, the additive results of the backward and forward tune is not heaven, not hell, or the two combined. Instead, what you hear is da 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 da. It's harmony. So, or more accurately, consonance harmony, which is often associated with peace, pleasantness, and acceptability, as opposed to dissonance harmony, which is associated with conflicts, terror, harshness, or unpleasantness. So now the question is, how come that this crab canon by Bach can produce such harmony, whereas the Stairway to Heaven or most songs cannot when their reversed and forward track are combined? And the answer lies in the way Bach composed it. So here we're looking at this music score again. When Bach wrote it, he started with what we called a leader melody, which is in fact only half of the length of this piece as shown here. And then for each note, starting from the first one, starting from the first one, it freezes. Okay, starting from the first one here in blue, he paired it with complementary notes and put these new notes to the beginning of this complementary melody, or the follower melody in music terms. And this way, when these notes are played together, they give consonance harmony. And at the same time, this complement note is added to the end of the forward melody in a reversed manner. Then he repeated the same to the rest of the notes in the leader melody, so on and so forth, until the entire leader melody is paired with the complement notes. At this stage, you have the complete forward melody and half of the reverse melody. And to fill up the rest of the reverse melody, all it takes is to paste the leader melody in the end in a reversed manner like this. The orange one, paste it to the end of the reverse melody, this way. And voila! Now you have a music score. It consists of 2 lines of melody that are reverse complement of each other. And that's the very reason why these two lines, when played together, you hear harmony. And a last thing I'd like to point out is here I'm showing how the crab canon music score should look like in a conventional grand staff system, which annotates the concurrent progression of two complementary melody, one on the top and one at the bottom. But as you know now, to play this piece, all you need is this short line of leader melody. So in a sense, you could say this entire chunk is encoded in this one line of sequence. And from the instruction of melody number one, a musician can develop or transcribe it into melody number two, the complement melody, melody number three, the reverse melody, and number four, the reverse complement melody. And of course, there's the double-stranded melody. And that, my friends, is the power of transcription. Thank you for your attention.